Good morning. At this time, I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Margaret McManus, who will give the invocation. Please remain standing for both the invocation and the national anthem. During the anthem, please face the flag located on the wall to your left. Thank you.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. God of our fathers and mothers, our sisters and brothers, and our children, source of all life, we gather this morning to mark a moment of sacred transformation in the lives of our remarkable graduates and their families. In this time of commencement, may we find both celebration and challenge. And in that tension, may we once again encounter the presence and mystery of the holy. Each of us comes to this joyful and complex celebration, bringing our own stories, histories, and memories. We strive in your presence and in the presence of our friends and family and this community to embrace this moment and cherish it. Help us to appreciate all that this moment represents. As we look toward the future, we also reflect on the past. We think back on the years at LaSalle that flew by much more quickly than expected. Source of life, known in infinite ways, celebrate the presence of the sacred in this gathering, reflected in the experiences of the class of 2014, echoed in the names of each graduate as they step across the platform, resonant in the words of wisdom that are shaped by our speakers and honored guests. Graduates, as you take the vital, inevitable, the beautiful step forward into a future full of promise and light, know that you carry in your hearts, in your minds, and in your souls the special heritage that has been given to you by your family and by our Catholic Lasallian charism. Creating God, we invoke your blessing this morning. Bless our graduates. Bless the faculty and staff. Bless the families and friends of our graduates. Bestow your blessings upon us all, that we may fully witness this sacred moment. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Please be seated, everybody. In this, our 151st year, it is my privilege to convene the graduate commencement exercises of LaSalle University for your graduation. I offer a heartfelt welcome to everyone. This is always a great time, full of excitement, full of anticipation, lots of pride, as it should be. So I hope you enjoy this ceremony. Whether you are receiving a master's or doctoral degree in these exercises, today is your day, you, the graduates, and all of what follows seeks to highlight accomplishments of the graduates. Each graduate will have his or her name read and receive personal congratulations from the president. We ask your patience and cooperation in this meaningful event. It does take a little bit of time, but I think it's worth it. We ask that all graduates and their families remain until the end of the ceremony. In planning the ceremony to include an address from a successful and significant graduate program alumnus and graduate academic achievement awards, the goal has been to make this ceremony relevant to your experience. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the Dean Emeritus of the LaSalle University School of Business, himself a graduate of our Master of Business Administration program, Gregory Bruce. As a faculty member and administrator, Greg has been a dynamic and effective leader for the School of Business and for the university as a whole. He served as Director of Strategic Planning under 3 presidents, myself included, and was instrumental in developing the university's first strategic plan. In the School of Business, he was Director of the MBA program before being appointed Dean of the school in 1995. As Dean, Greg led efforts to enhance academic offerings, resulting in the introduction of the full-time MBA program and the Business Scholars Co-op program. During his tenure, other major initiatives included the support of faculty research, technology upgrades, and classroom innovations, including the naming of several classrooms, which you probably saw the plaques if you are a business school graduate or happen to wander through College Hall at some time. Since stepping down as dean in 2005, Greg has returned to the classroom as an assistant professor in the management and leadership department, where his areas of expertise include organizational behavior, strategic management, quality improvement, and corporate board functioning. In recent years, he has also played an active role in establishing the LaSalle Center for Entrepreneurship and the Business Administration major. A champion of business education, Greg has lent his time, talents, and expertise to more than 50 schools in the United States and Canada and abroad as a mentor and peer reviewer for the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. I know for a fact that he made all those trips because he would always bring me a golf card from some course near one of these schools. And Greg and I spent a lot of time doing our strategic planning on the golf course. Many community organizations have also benefited from Greg's skills and generosity. He has won awards for contributions to Horizon House, a nonprofit serving individuals with mental and developmental disabilities, and he has consulted with the Archdiocese of Philadelphia on strategic planning at the macro and local levels. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to introduce our distinguished graduate, your fellow alumnus, and a good friend to all of us at LaSalle, Gregory Bruce.
Thank you, Brother Michael. Brother Michael, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, parents, spouses, children, friends, and especially our honored guests, our graduates, congratulations. It's hard for me to believe that it has been 33 years since I sat where you sit. For me, participating in my LaSalle graduation was important because I had to balance full-time job, family, and schoolwork just to make it to graduation. I suspect that many of you, if not all, share today some of the same feelings I had 33 years ago, and that is why you are here. This is why I applaud the efforts of all of you today with an especially hearty congratulations. Graduations are a time for reflection, much like other significant events: marriage, the birth of a child, the death of a loved one. Today, I would like to offer you 2 points for reflection, also followed by 2 perspectives for assisting you in these reflections, and then end with an action item for all of us. The first item for reflection is the word happiness. I bet if I asked all of you to write a mission and vision statement for yourselves, chances are the word happiness would appear. For us Americans, the pursuit of happiness is enshrined in our founding documents. So how can you find happiness? I'm sure you've read and heard in the news the value of education and the wide gap in earning potential between high school graduates and college graduates. These same studies show that the earning potential is even greater for masters and above. It might not seem like that to you now. However, do you realize that virtually all of us in this room are in the world's top 5% of wealth? In the world population, top 5%, virtually all of us in this room. And as you as graduates move forward, you'll probably rapidly move to the top 1%. So my second reflection point is, what does this fact mean to us? What is expected of those to whom much has been given? Is anything expected of us? As you reflect on these 2 things, let me offer you some perspectives for the reflection. The first concerns the Lasallian heritage of which you are now a part. And the second concerns research in a book by Adam Grant of the University of Pennsylvania. The book is called Give and Take. 33 years ago, I also thought I was graduating from a very special place. I did not at the time analyze why, but I knew I wanted to be associated with this, my 4th institution of higher learning. Little did I know I would have my full career here. For those of you who might not be aware, let me briefly talk about the heritage of LaSalle that goes back 300 years. LaSalle and other Lasallian schools are named for and inspired by Jean-Baptiste de La Salle, who was honored as the patron saint of teachers in the Catholic tradition. A priest from Reims, France, he was the founder of the religious community known as the Brothers of the Christian Schools, or in the rest of the world more commonly known as De La Salle Christian Brothers. He was an educational innovator with a special devotion to education of the poor and the underserved. His legacy today is a network of Lasallian schools serving nearly 1 million students in over 80 countries, and we are part of that. The values that underpin this heritage are model values for all of us in our lives. An interesting word I have often heard regarding LaSalle alumni is the word grit, and also another word, 2 words called work ethic. LaSalle students and graduates are gritty people. They get the job done. Just what does grit mean? Grit means having passion and perseverance toward long-term goals. The dictionary defines grit as firmness of mind or spirit, unyielding courage in the face of hardship or danger. Above and beyond intelligence and aptitude, gritty people, by virtue of their interest, focus, and drive, achieve much higher performance. So I will not give you advice today on your career, because I know each and every one of you will be a success. You are now gritty LaSallians. What is it about the LaSalle heritage that cultivates these gritty graduates? One of the fundamental characteristics of this institution is the nature of how teaching is conducted in a community of learners that helps transform lives. Research I have seen on cultivating grit, research that followed world-class musicians and world-class tennis players, discovered one common element in these world-class people: a teacher who set high expectations and made people do more than they thought possible, all done by making the task at hand more interesting and motivating. This is central to what LaSallian educators do. Time and time again, when I have spoken to LaSalle alumni, I hear things like, "I was not allowed to fail. My teacher believed in my potential. They would not let me hide. I was known and respected." Teachers, administrators, and staff at LaSalle see teaching as more than just a job. In fact, in the tradition of the Christian Brothers, the classroom is seen as a sacred place. Earlier, you heard the LaSallian prayer, "Let us remember we are in the holy presence of God." This takes on a special meaning when you think of the classroom. In a LaSallian institution, a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood pervades, probably because in the order of the De La Salle brothers, there are no clerics or priests. Brother Luke Somm, a Manhattan College theologian, summed up the teaching atmosphere of a LaSallian institution in this way: perhaps for that reason, the fact that there are no clerics or priests, there is a certain lack of pretentiousness in a LaSallian institution of higher learning. There isn't so much emphasis on pomp and circumstance. The value placed on association in brotherhood and sisterhood tends to produce a certain atmosphere of informality and friendliness that prevails on a LaSallian campus. This aspect of the LaSallian tradition ought to be pervasive enough to transform an impersonal educational institution into an authentic community where persons meet persons, where mind speaks to mind and heart speaks to heart, where the learning experience is shared with persons who call each other friends. This certainly is a culture that I experienced, and I am certain you did as well. It is very much a core value or characteristic of this and other LaSallian schools. Transformative education happens in a community. This sense of hospitality, along with feelings of inclusion, are found in all LaSallian institutions. LaSallian schools do more than just talk about inclusion and diversity, they live it. Brother Michael, in a recent address, cited a LaSallian institution in Memphis that was the first institution in the region to admit Jewish students. And because of their educational values, brothers were asked to start a university in Bethlehem, where 70% of the students are Muslim. I am certain that if you attended a class in Bethlehem, you would find the same inclusive learning environment that you have found here. I also hope you leave here today with a heightened awareness of our responsibilities to those less advantaged than us, because this is also a value at the heart of a LaSallian education. The practical education that all of us have received is not just for our own advancement in our careers, but I believe must also be used in service to others. And this is more than just my belief, it is the LaSallian value. So as you reflect on happiness and the questions I posed, think of the key values you experienced here and use them as a model for your own lives: respect for others, inclusion and hospitality to others, working in collaboration, and concern and service for those less advantaged than you. My second perspective for your reflection comes from a recent book by Adam Grant. It was called Give and Take, a revolutionary approach to success. In it, he states that most successful people have 4 characteristics: motivation, ability, opportunity, and the 4th one is often neglected. Success depends heavily on how we approach our interactions with other people. When we approach our interactions with other people, do we try to claim as much value for ourselves as we can? Or do we contribute value without worrying about what we get in return? Grant has done a great deal of research on givers and takers. Let me just define those words for a minute. Takers are people who get more than they give. They tilt reciprocity in their favor. They put their own interests ahead of others. The world is a competitive, dog-eat-dog place. There are winners and losers. You got to look out for yourself. No one's going to look out for you. The givers tend to be other-focused. They pay more attention to what other people need from them and don't expect anything in return. They tilt reciprocity in the other person's favor, preferring to give more than they get. They pay attention to what people need. It's a rare breed in the workplace. But he also found that a lot of us don't act in either category. There's a 3rd category called matchers, M-A-T-C-H-E-R-S, matchers. It's my Pittsburgh accent. Sometimes it's hard for certain words. Matchers try to preserve an equal balance of giving and getting. I give you something because I expect something from you in return. If you do a favor for me, I feel an obligation to do a favor for you. So the relationship that you see is governed by an exchange of favors. Each person expects something in return. Grant believes in his research that while each of us use each of the styles, we all have a preference. He conducted research on these 3 styles. So, based on his research, who do you think ends up at the bottom of the success ladder? Givers, takers, or matchers? If you believe nice guys finish last, you're right. It was the givers who ended up at the bottom of the success ladder. Too much time was spent helping others and not getting their work done. In a study of engineers with the lowest productivity, they were the givers. This was true in a plethora of other studies that he looked at. So then who's at the top of the success ladder? Matchers, takers? Well, he looked at the data again, and guess who was at the top of the success ladder? The givers. Matchers and takers were likely to land in the middle. All 3 types do achieve success, but when givers succeed, something distinctive happens. It spreads and cascades. With takers, there is always a loser. Givers succeed in a way that creates a ripple effect, enhancing the success of people around them. Successful givers are unique in the ways they build networks, how they collaborate, how they evaluate others, and how they influence others. Unsuccessful givers need to protect themselves from burnout and avoid being pushovers and doormats. Being a giver does not mean total self-sacrifice. Successful givers take care of themselves. Instead of the assumption of succeeding first and giving back later, you might find that giving first is a promising path to succeeding later. In summary, I hope I have provided you some perspective as you consider achieving happiness in your life, and also in answering the question, what is expected of us to whom much has been given? My call to action today is from Adam Grant's book. It's called The 5-Minute Rule, R-U-L-E. What is that 5-minute rule? It is, you should be willing to do something for anybody that will take you 5 minutes or less. you have this belief that if I do this for you without expecting anything back from you, I'm confident that sometime in the future, someone's going to do something for me. So here's the 5-minute rule I hope and ask you to implement. You should be willing to do something for anybody that will take you 5 minutes or less. Thank you for this wonderful honor to address you today. Thank you to my colleagues in the management department who nominated me. And in conclusion, I would personally like to thank Brother Michael, our president, on his 15 years of service. And also, Brother Michael, whenever we play golf, you will never miss a putt under 5 feet. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Bruce. The Graduate Academic Awards recognize graduate student accomplishments. It's an award that is made to one graduate student per program who exemplifies excellence in academics and who has made a notable contribution to the field. The following students have been nominated by their programs, and we recognize them today. As I announce the names, I ask each of them to stand for recognition and to please remain standing until all the names have been announced. I ask the audience to hold your applause until all the students have been presented. In the Doctor of Psychology program in Clinical Psychology, Ellen Veltri. In the Graduate Nursing program, Victoria Lieb. In the Speech Language Pathology 5-year program, Colleen Boyle. In the Master of Public Health program, Fernanda del Silva. In the Speech Language Pathology program, Stacy Ann Donovan. In the Master of Business Administration program, Sunila Inam Varghese. In the Bilingual and Bicultural Studies program, Martina Villarson. In the Central and Eastern European Studies program, Anthony Rena. In the Computer Information Science program, Jason Hodge. In the Counseling and Family Therapy Master's program, Nikki Diana Hips. In the Economic Crime and Forensic program, Judith Dunn. In the Graduate Education program, Brianna Bronstein. In the Graduate History program, Jason M. Todd. In the Information Technology program, Robert Feil. In the Master of Arts in English program, Lauren Boyle. In the Professional and Business Communication program, Michelle Wilmunder. In the Professional and Business Communication program in Prague, Elizabeth Yesland. In the Theology and Ministry program, David Durandorian. And in the Human Capital Development program, Norman Patterson. Please join me in applauding the academic accomplishments of these students. Thank you. We now come to that part of the program that you've been waiting for, the presentation of candidates and the conferral of degrees. Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice please rise? Brother President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree named.
By the authority vested in me as president of LaSalle University under its charter from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice earned by those now standing. Congratulations.
Will those now standing please come forward for recognition? As doctoral degrees are conferred, each candidate will be hooded. Notes on the academic dress, including hoods, can be found on the last page of the program for this ceremony. Hooding is an historical practice dating back to medieval times. Around the 12th century, scholars in early European universities wore hoods to indicate their level of academic achievement, as well as to keep them warm in drafty academic buildings. They also used the hoods as head coverings in inclement weather, something we can relate to today. Today, hooding honors the dedication and extraordinary effort required to attain an advanced degree. The edge of the hood represents the color of the subject in the major discipline, and the lining includes the official colors of LaSalle University. The doctoral hood is longer than those for the master's and bachelor's hood.
The following students have earned the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice: Sherry A. Burke, Clinical Capstone Project chaired by Dean Emerita Dr. Zane Robinson Wolf. Linda Kaufman, Clinical Capstone Project chaired by Dr. Patricia Bicknell.
Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology please rise? Brother President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree named.
By the authority vested in me as president of LaSalle University under its charter from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer the degree Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology earned by those now standing. Congratulations to all of you.
Will those now standing please come forward for recognition?
Following students have earned the degree Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology. Ellen Tarvis Veltri, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Natalia Zelikovsky. Megan Elizabeth Brault, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Randy Fingerhut. Lindsay A. Sowers, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Randy Fingerhut. Timothy William Wright, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Leanne Cardassiato. David Andrew Moore, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Natalia Zelikovsky. Allison K. Hartwig, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Kelly McClure. Michael Ian Haas, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Dara Williams. Jennifer A. Gola, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Dara Williams. Margaret Reddy Igo, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Megan Spokus. Maureen Perno, clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Natalia Zelikovsky. Charles David Valadez Jr., clinical dissertation chaired by Dr. Kelly McClure.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise for recognition as I call your group? In the School of Nursing and Health Sciences, Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Speech-Language Pathology. In the School of Business, Master of Business Administration. In the School of Arts and Sciences, Master of Science in Computer Information Science, Master of Science in Information Technology, Leadership, Master of Arts in Bilingual Bicultural Studies, Master of Arts in Central and Eastern European Studies, Master of Arts in Clinical Counseling Psychology, Master of Arts in Clinical Psychology, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts in English, Master of Arts in History, Master of Arts in Industrial Organization Management, Human Resources, Master of Arts in Marriage and Family Therapy, Master of Arts in Professional and Business Communication, Master of Arts in Professional Clinical Counseling, Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, Master of Arts in Theology and Ministry, Master of Arts in Translation and Interpretation. In the College of Professional and Continuing Studies, Master of Science in Economic Crime Forensic, Master of Science in Human Capital Development, Master of Science in Instructional Technology Management. Brother President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees named.
By the authority vested in me as president of LaSalle University under its charter from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer the aforementioned degrees earned by those now standing. Congratulations to all of you.
Will those now standing please come forward for recognition?
The following students have earned the degree Master of Public Health. Fernanda Reynaldo de Champ de Silva. Ronisha Porter Nelson. Sharee M. Harris. Rashida F. Lawler. Asinia Suleiman Abdul Wakil. Rona Tara Taylor. The following students have earned the degree Master of Science in Nursing. Wanda Sales Thompson. Kimberly Marie Jeffries. Diane Stewart. Chanel R. Hinman. Carrie Lynn Incrott. Caitlin Dawson. The following students have earned the degree Master of Science in Speech-Language Pathology. Master of Science in Nursing, sorry. I was seeing if you were awake. Dawn A. Drazak. Jody A. Walter. Ann S. Truscott. Suja Abraham. Miss Mary Beth. Mary Beth Sispaniak. Suhaila Salvi Budak. Samantha Ann Catherine Davis. Suzanne Mary Riley Hercher. Lauren Fagan. Justine Marie Skrillo. Megan E. Garabedian. Dina York. Gina R. Beavers. Lisha Anthony. Mary Belle Rodriguez. Genevieve R. Teedy. Emily B. Van Otto. Jennifer K. Bronzer. Kenitra R. Fitzpatrick. Marielle Virginia Gonzalez. Patty Ann De Silva. Benitha Julie Abraham. Minnie Alexander. Thomas Famawa. Haley Katrina Forsyth Dennison. Mary Morris. Denise L. Miller. Jolly Mariam Thomas. Deborah Beth Sherman. Maureen Reed. Nancy J. Plum. Laura Haynes. Victoria Ann Lieb. Jennifer A. Fikish. Sandra L. Cochran. Dehedra Idowu Jones. Shante Lakia Jackson. Yaroslav Anthony Feisen. Alexander Schwartzman. Corinne M. Koch Bladen. Cheryl L. Dietzel. Cynthia Sean Hackbart. Sandra L. Cochran. Michelle Ann Fletcher Anderson. Teresa Kennedy Rourke. Marina Lynn Militich. Sylvia Aurora Hakizamana. The following students have earned the degree Master of Science in Speech-Language Pathology. Elizabeth Sayon McDonald. Dawn M. Hare. Natalie Yutz. Nicole E. Poncia. Maggie Haggerty Gower. Lisa Renee Schwarzentruber. Chelsea Lynn Tarr. Tara Patricia Files. Nicole Ashley Cromai. Megan McKay. Sarah Elizabeth Berlingo. Allison L. Schwartz. Marielle Flores Solomon. Juliana Mosley Sullivan. Brian C. Vinsky. Marta M. Koretskawa. Rebecca Lynn Paverman. Nicole C. Bruin. Stacy Ann Donovan. Abigail Lee Osborne. Julianne B. Sattinger. Amy Walker Eckert. Carrie Bowers. Grace Grill. Colleen P. Boyle. Casey Lynn Hannigan. Kara Lynn Arnold. Ellie Christine Von Vakidis. Rachel Rose Curry. Courtney McGee.
Congratulations. Brian? Congratulations. You're welcome.
The following students have earned the degree Master of Business Administration. James Paul Mullen. Magdalene Dimitrakis. Wayne Justin Warren. Craig A. Markowitz. F. Keith Younger. Tony Chung.
Thank you. Congratulations, Dave. Congratulations. Thank you.
Eric Scott Fendler. John Edward Sineni. Chad Joseph Smith. Craig A. Razor. Christina Muir. Timothy E. Smeltzer. Julisa Sumaya Doka. Melanie J. Stelsman. Eric Scott Fengler, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
John Edward Sineni. I'm sorry. Stephen Christopher Armstead. Gerard G. Corcoran. Andrew William Smith.
Thank you very much.
Holly M. Harner. Nicole Janice Caronia. James Bainbridge Giltso. Amit Meli Akbut. Rakan M. Kamas. Jonathan Kenneth Jani. Ian Frederick Rose. Carissa M. Waltenbaugh. Celinda Elizabeth Stanton. Tiffany J. Hutchison. Elvira Grock. Kristen Farrell. Janine Antoinette Allen. Candace Florzak. Justin Adam Brown. Raj Kalakota. Mark Andres Vallone. Mark Francis Devlin III. Christopher Ryan Howard. Kristen Gail Sebeski. Luis G. Figueroa. Giselle A. Perez Rivera. Tacey R. Remick. Helene Lewis Dealey. Ina Fedorova. Shannon McGilty Kilner. Milagros de Jesus. Lindsay Jane Heda. Irena Cepelli. Jeffrey David Wood. Michelle Aaron Jensen. Marlita C. Hale. Nasha A. Bunch. Wendy M. Hutchinson. Sanila S. Enum Verghese. Danielle Marie Binder. Aisha Monique Layton. Jonathan Michael Kashub. Gregory Bishara Pellish. Mariana Green Dillinger. Michelle L. Zega. Nicole K. Saba. Lauren M. Strack. Colleen J. McKelvey. Marvelyn A. Whiteside. Jason Scott Edwards. John J. Godovin. Stephanie Christelle Kwasi. Yusuf Abdallah Al-Ghali. Erin Lindsay McDermott. Laura J. Beater. Megan Lannon. Jessica L. Schaefer. Armila Duran. Kristen Louise Berenevich. Ling Lu. Trang Dong Cheng. Vera Kudili. Alexis Corinthia Little. Elise Kenny. Amanda James Komarnicki. Jordan Elise McVicker. Adrian A. Worrell. Garvin V. Hunt. Megan Elizabeth Rossi. Samuel Florio. Emily Marie Tercy. Joseph Carter. Michael Edward Waldron. Charles Brzezinski. Palila D. Skipper.
Following students have earned the degree Master of Science in Information Technology Leadership. Lakia Wise. Following student has earned the degree Master of Arts in Bilingual Bicultural Studies. Jennifer L. Norfleet. Martina J. Villerson. Joanne Rader Woods. and Hugo J. Andrade. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Central and Eastern European Studies: Tatiana Anastasia Husar, Nicole Jo Jonker, Deanna M. Rutz. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Clinical Counseling Psychology: Emily Renee Kathleen Lyons, Claude Theon Hendricks, Ariel Reyes, Sandra L. Fry, Lauren Marie Nestle, Sierra Brittany Farquharson, Anthony J. Veida, Avia Y. James, Lavonia A. Moore, Kyle M. Osborne, Allison Beth Podee. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Clinical Psychology: Heather Rose Clifford, Simone Junot, Hilla Renee Lutz, Rebecca Holzer, Tanvi S. Gupta. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Education: Jennifer Jean O'Brien, Melissa M. Panzer, Jordan Lindsay Wells, Therese Ann Carberry, Rebecca Ann Newrook, Erin Metzinger, Tiffany Marie Storty, Emma Brown, Samantha Gallagher, Brianna M. Bronstein, Ashley Janice Carmichael, Kristen A. Cook, Catherine Ellen Teven, Lauren Smart, Amanda Claire Greenberg, Andrew R. Lowry, Kathleen Ann Lahane, Darlene Diaz, Allah Hamad Alhumaydan, Jessica M. Mann, Sarah Foley, Joan Bailey Alamernini, Lauren Varnum. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in English: Lauren Elise Boyle. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in History: Charles D. Music, Wesley Robert Schwink, William Howard Gold, Paula Ciravo Gedunjas, Jason Michael Todd, Remus Lee, Megan Bassett, Marianne Eros Morrison. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Industrial Organizational Management Human Resources: Karis Cornell. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Marriage and Family Therapy: Rebecca Lynn Kopp, Marjorie A. Nightingale, Kelly Elizabeth Docherty, Nikki Diana Hips, Zalion A. Lewis, Jennifer Therese Dapin, Beth Ellen Bannon, Michael Vincent Ortiz, Rosa Laura Reynoso Montes, Sherilyn Kim Tanksley, Nicole Ashley Vandermay, Joanna Marie Egan, Kristen Ann Hessler, Brett Ford, Douglas Clapp, Alicia D'Alessandro, Rathi Ravi Potel, Laura Stevens Bremer, Emily Puchikalaska, Dana M. Long. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Professional and Business Communication. Michelle D. Willemunder, Lauren Elizabeth Parks, Rhonda L. Moore, Patricia Mendez Fonseca, Yargi Drozdek, Dagmar Kulashova, Elizabeth Yesland, Zdenka Zemorkova, Avery Gail Sassman, Megan Colleen Vitos, Susanna C. Fernandez Alfonso, Melissa Martinez, Queen Muse. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Professional Clinical Counseling: Caitlin Ryan, Rose Megan Santucci, Lindsay R. Schmidt, Angela Lynn Gilmore, Jennifer Lynn Calhoun, Brittany Nicole Groff, Arlene Hobble, Karen Lynn Fry, Annette Restelski, Nicole M. Taggart, Laura Marie Mannion, Alexis Faye Malahorn, Denise Oleski, Amy Grace Stroman, Jennifer M. Gribben, Blair Ariel Kirschner, McLean C. Tracy, Bailey A. Jones, Marina Muckhin, Warren David Bopp, Adam Michael Ranjo, Matthew R. Pearson, Shiva Javazadeh, Jennifer D. Nyland, Catherine A. Veazey, Taryn Marie Solt, Mariana Mil Murata, Jessica Ortiz. The following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Theology in Ministry: Robert Stevens O'Connor, Christine Ma, MSB, T, Angelo A. DeLorenzo, Mark J. Whartonby. Following students have earned the degree Master of Arts in Translation and Interpretation: Donna Louise Sakalis, John Robert Leahy,
The following students have earned a degree Master of Science in Economic Crime Forensics: Melissa D. Henry. The following students have earned a degree Master of Science in Human Capital Development: Lisa Springs Williams, Verna Brown Tyner, Valencia Shalala Carter, Nicole Marie Blair. The following students have earned a degree Master of Science in Instructional Technology Management: Thea Cummins, Melissa Louise Bailey, Paul Robert Rodden,
Okay. More pictures after the ceremony, but congratulations to all of you. It's a lot to, as Greg Bruce said, you balanced a lot to get to this point, and you deserve to enjoy the glow. Also, on a pretty unimportant part of this, but if you haven't moved your tassel from the right to the left, you should. That really makes it official. All that stuff I said about the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, you know. Governor Corbett notwithstanding. I am pleased to introduce the president of our Alumni Association, Ms. Elizabeth Harper Brillia, who will officially induct the graduates into the Alumni Association. Beth, would you come to the podium, please?
Thank you, Brother Mike, and good morning, and congratulations to the class of 2014. A class that proudly follows in a tradition of excellence shared by more than 50,000 alumni. As you take on your next challenge, it is important to remember the relationships you created at LaSalle and appreciate how these relationships will continue to connect you to this university. As graduates, you will be engaged in the world you live in your homes, communities, workplaces, and your presence as LaSallians will make each of those places better. I encourage you to remember that each day is a gift and an opportunity to be the best version of yourself. Use the talents that you have been given to make the world a better place, starting at home. Have the courage to speak when it might be easier to remain quiet. Take those risks necessary to form and maintain meaningful relationships. Live your life with joy, humor, and a lot of laughter. And to always remain committed to your LaSallian values and allow them to shape life's most important decisions. Because of all of your efforts, the work of the gifted people seated in front of you, and the support and love of those in the stands and beside you, you are about to become members of the LaSalle University Alumni Association. As alumni, we are committed to maintaining connections to each other, with those who came before us and those students who will follow. It is only together that we can support the educational aims of LaSalle and provide the leadership and resources that perpetuate LaSalle as a quality academic, Catholic, and LaSallian university. Please note that you are always invited to come back home to visit or volunteer as alum. Our Alumni Association will remain your constant connection to LaSalle as we move forward together. So wherever you go and whatever you are called to do, always remember to continue living the promise of our shared title, graduate of LaSalle University. Now I invite the class of 2014 to stand. By the powers vested in me as president of the LaSalle University Alumni Association, and in recognition of your having earned the degree conferred by the president of our university, I hereby declare each of you to be a member of the Alumni Association of LaSalle University. Welcome, congratulations, and never stop exploring.
At LaSalle's commencement exercises, it has been our custom at this time to recognize the families of our graduates, for we know that the attainment of a university degree requires teamwork and sacrifice on the part of many. Therefore, may I ask that the families, spouses, children, parents, and other relatives, as well as friends of the graduates, stand to be recognized, and that we let them hear our appreciation.
Before you introduce Kelly, let me jump in. Unless you want to make that announcement. I'll go ahead.
Another group who deserve our admiration and gratitude are those women and men who have dedicated their lives to teaching, guiding, and mentoring our students of all ages. These dedicated people have shared with you their knowledge and experience, their time, and the example of their lives, from your first day on campus as a new grad student until this wonderful day of commencement. Therefore, may I ask the members of the faculty and staff to stand and that we let them know how much we treasure their role in your LaSalle education. I must say that as a quick personal word here, one of the great joys of being the president of LaSalle is to be part of a group of people who are as dedicated and as talented and accomplished as our faculty and staff. And I myself add my hearty congratulations and thanks to them. So I think I'd be remiss if I didn't say that. Finally, to the grads, may you be inspired by St. John Baptist of LaSalle's reminder that we are always and everywhere in the presence of a loving God. We may find and search for that God in different ways, but I think St. LaSalle's conviction and belief cuts across many, many, many different traditions. May that God bless you in all your endeavors. May you find peace of mind and happiness as you pursue your dreams, and may the disappointments of life pale in comparison to the love and support you will receive from family, friends, and fellow members of the university's family. Please remember, stay in touch with our family as Beth invited. It makes all of that come together. Thank you very much. Before I make the last introduction, there is a reception under the tents on the tennis courts. That's not the little tent that you may have staged in getting in here. You have to go down to the tennis courts. And those needing shuttle transportation back to the parking lots, please exit through the Hall of Athletes, and there will be attendants downstairs to direct you. Keep your eye out for them. And when you get down into the main lobby, you sort of turn what would be west, away from the center part of the campus, and you'll find the Hall of Athletes entrance there. And lastly, it's a great pleasure to introduce Dr. Kelly McClure, the director of the PsyD program, who will lead us in our closing prayer. We'd ask you to stand for that and remain standing during the singing of the Alma Mater, which will be found immediately after and can be found, I know you all know the words, but can be found on page 2 of the program. So sing loud. Dr. McClure, please.
We continue to remember that we are in the holy presence of God. God called to Abram and his wife Sarai, "Go forth, embark on your journey." And the prophet Isaiah cried out in the temple court, "May God strengthen your steps and illuminate your path." Jesus sent his disciples out saying, "Freely you have received, freely give." So we say to you, go forth to do the good work set before you. Be tireless. Seek the common good. Love and nurture the people and things you value. Go forth as strong leaders, guiding with intelligence and kindness. Go as inspired thinkers, creatively seeking positive change. As dedicated citizens and volunteers, ready to work for justice. And as active members of your communities, ready to share your gifts with all. Attend to your work with integrity, so that what you believe may be what you do. And when you feel as if you might become defeated, think back on today and know that you already have accomplished much. May the highest good be yours, and may you be the highest good. Blessings on the way. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.